What if you never had to use your hands to control your phone? Imagine a world where you could send texts, make calls, even browse the web, all with the power of your mind. Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, thanks to the rapidly evolving field of brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs, this futuristic vision is closer than you might think. Buckle up, because we're about to dive headfirst into the exciting and slightly unnerving world of mind-controlled technology. We'll explore how BCIs work, their potential to revolutionize medicine and consumer tech, and the ethical tightrope we'll need to walk as we merge our minds with machines. Hold on to your hats, folks. It's going to be a wild ride. So, how do these mind-boggling devices actually work? Let's dive into the fascinating world of brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs. It all starts with the brain, the command center of your very existence. This intricate organ is responsible for everything you do, from the simplest reflex to the most complex thought. Your brain is a bustling metropolis of neurons, constantly firing off electrical signals as you think, feel, and move. These neurons communicate with each other through tiny electrical impulses, creating a symphony of activity that underlies all your actions and thoughts. BCIs act like tiny antennas, eavesdropping on these electrical conversations. They are designed to pick up on the brain's natural signals and interpret them. They pick up on the brain's signals and translate them into digital commands that computers can understand. This translation process is crucial, as it allows the brain's intentions to be converted into actions performed by a machine. Think of it like a universal translator for your thoughts. Just as a translator converts one language into another, a BCI converts the language of the brain into the language of computers. There are a few different types of BCIs, but the most common ones use electrodes placed on the scalp to detect brain waves. These non-invasive BCIs are popular because they are relatively easy to use and don't require surgery. These non-invasive BCIs are like putting a stethoscope to your skull, listening in on the symphony of your thoughts. They capture the brain's electrical activity from the surface of the scalp, providing valuable data without the need for invasive procedures. More invasive BCIs, on the other hand, involve implanting electrodes directly into the brain. This method is often used in clinical settings for patients with severe neurological conditions. This provides a much clearer signal but requires, shall we say, a bit more commitment. The clarity of the signal from invasive BCIs can lead to more precise control and better outcomes, but the surgical risks and recovery time are significant factors to consider. Speaking of invasive BCIs, let's talk about Neuralink. You know Elon Musk, the guy who wants to send us to Mars? Well, he's also betting big on the future of BCIs with his company, Neuralink. Neuralink is developing a tiny, implantable chip that aims to create a high-bandwidth interface between the human brain and computers. Imagine downloading information directly into your brain, Matrix style. It's enough to make your neurons tingle. While Neuralink's vision of a brain-computer symbiosis is still a long way off, their early work has shown promising results in animal trials. They've even managed to get a monkey to play Pong with its mind. Whether Neuralink succeeds in its ambitious goals remains to be seen, but there's no doubt that they're pushing the boundaries of what's possible with BCIs. Now, before we get too carried away with visions of telepathic monkeys and Matrix-like downloads, let's talk about the practical applications of BCIs that are already changing lives today. One of the most promising areas of BCI research is in the field of medicine. BCIs are being used to help people with paralysis regain control of their limbs with mind-controlled prosthetics. Imagine the feeling of being able to move your arm again after years of paralysis, simply by thinking about it. That's the power of BCIs. These devices are giving hope and restoring independence to people who have suffered debilitating injuries or illnesses. And it's not just prosthetics. BCIs are also being used to treat a wide range of neurological disorders, from epilepsy to Parkinson's disease. It's truly remarkable what we can achieve when we combine the power of the human brain with cutting-edge technology. Okay, so we've covered the life-changing medical applications of BCIs. But what about the fun stuff? What about the consumer tech that will revolutionize the way we live, work and play? Imagine a world where you could control your smartphone with your mind. No more fumbling for your phone in your pocket or purse. Just think about who you want to call. And voila, call connected. But it doesn't stop there. Imagine controlling your entire smart home with your thoughts. Adjust the thermostat, dim the lights, even preheat the oven, all without lifting a finger. Talk about the ultimate in hands-free living. Of course, we're still in the early days of consumer-grade BCIs, but as the technology continues to advance and become more affordable, it's only a matter of time before we're all living in a world where we can control our devices with our minds. Now, before we all get too comfortable with the idea of mind-controlled everything, let's take a step back and consider the ethical implications of this technology. The convenience and potential of mind-reading devices are undeniable, but they come with a host of challenges that we must address. After all, with great power comes great responsibility, right? This age-old adage is more relevant than ever as we stand on the brink of a new technological era. One of the biggest concerns with BCIs is privacy. In a world where our innermost thoughts could be accessible, the concept of personal privacy takes on a whole new meaning. If a device can read your thoughts, who else can access that information? The potential for misuse is staggering. Unauthorized access to our minds could lead to unprecedented levels of surveillance and control. What's to stop hackers from infiltrating your mind and stealing your deepest secrets? The stakes are incredibly high, and the consequences could be devastating. Security is another major concern. As we integrate BCIs into our daily lives, ensuring their security becomes paramount. Imagine if someone hacked into your BCI and took control of your prosthetic limb. The implications for personal safety and autonomy are profound. Or worse, imagine if they could control your thoughts and actions. The idea of losing control over one's own mind is terrifying. It's a chilling thought, to say the least. The potential for abuse in the wrong hands is a scenario we must prevent at all costs. These are just some of the ethical dilemmas we'll need to grapple with as BCIs become more sophisticated and integrated into our lives. The conversation around these issues is just beginning, and it's crucial that we engage with it thoughtfully. It's crucial that we proceed with caution and establish clear ethical guidelines to ensure that this technology is used responsibly and for the benefit of humanity. By doing so, we can harness the incredible potential of BCIs while safeguarding our fundamental rights and freedoms. Despite the ethical challenges, the potential benefits of BCIs are simply too great to ignore. The integration of brain-computer interfaces into our daily lives could revolutionize the way we live, work, and interact with the world around us. Just imagine the possibilities if we could unlock the full potential of the human brain. The advancements in this field could lead to unprecedented levels of human achievement and innovation. We could enhance our cognitive abilities, improve our memory, and even develop new ways to process and store information. This could lead to breakthroughs in education, allowing individuals to learn and retain knowledge at an accelerated pace, and even develop new forms of communication. Imagine being able to share thoughts and ideas instantly, without the need for spoken or written language. This could foster deeper connections and understanding between people from different cultures and backgrounds. We could create a world where disabilities are a thing of the past. Advanced BCIs could help individuals with physical and cognitive impairments regain lost functions, leading to a more inclusive society where everyone has the opportunity to thrive, and where everyone has the opportunity to reach their full potential. The possibilities for personal and professional growth would be limitless as individuals harness the power of their enhanced abilities to achieve their dreams. But the societal implications of BCIs go far beyond individual enhancement. The widespread adoption of this technology could reshape our social structures, economies, and even our cultural norms. How will this technology change the way we interact with each other? Will it lead to a more connected and empathetic society? Or will it create new forms of isolation and division? Will it create a digital divide between those who have access to this technology and those who don't? The potential for inequality is a significant concern. as access to BCIs could become a new marker of social and economic status. These are just some of the questions we'll need to answer as we venture further into the uncharted territory of human-machine integration. The ethical, social and economic implications of BCIs will require careful consideration and thoughtful regulation. One thing's for sure, the future of being human is about to get a whole lot more interesting. As we stand on the brink of this technological revolution, we must navigate the challenges and seize the opportunities that lie ahead. So, there you have it. A glimpse into the exciting and slightly terrifying world of mind-controlled technology. From life-changing medical devices to consumer tech that could revolutionize the way we live, BCIs have the potential to reshape our world in profound ways. But as we stand on the cusp of this brave new world, we must proceed with both excitement and caution. We must carefully consider the ethical implications of this technology and ensure that it is used responsibly and for the benefit of all humankind. The future is in our hands, or rather our minds. What will we choose to create?